A question that's asked all the time is the all field for me? And it depends. It depends on you. It depends on what type of sacrifices you're trying to make. It depends on your mindset. And it really just depends on what part of life you're on at the moment, you know? So the all field, man, it has plenty pros and cons, right? We talk about the money, we talk about rotation, um, and all that good stuff. But at the same time, you want to know what to expect before you come in. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's the issue right now. The retention rates aren't high because people just get into this shit and not know like you actually got to work. You know what I'm saying? Of course, down the line with building your experience and shit up like that, you can get a easier job in the field or just something where it's not as physical, right? But you have a period of time where you're doing grunt work. Like you gotta embrace this up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start somewhere. You're gonna be in the elements. It's gonna be cold. And that's me talking about North Dakota, right? But even if you don't do North Dakota, say you do Alaska, um, say you do Texas, it's hot out there. But let's just talk about North Dakota. Out here it's cold, man. Like you have to be able to be disciplined to wake up for your entire hitch and be a good fucking worker on those days where you don't feel like getting up, bro. You'll be day 18 out of 20, and every ounce of you is telling you, dog, fuck this shit. I'm done. But you gotta have that discipline to be like, you know what, bro, I got a few days left. I decided to make this journey. I decided to get in this all field. Let's go get this fucking work done. Let me stop being a bitch. Like, you gotta check yourself. But like if you can embrace the suck, if you can just put your head down for a few years and grind, bro, you can save a lot of money, 6 figures plus for sure. But you can also move up too. You know what I'm saying? You can be the type of guy who's like you out there and you like, man, hey, what's next? Teach me this. You got your hands on everything. Like you the type of guy who has a growth type mindset. You want to grow. You want to go into higher levels, right? If you go in with that type of mindset, man, you won't be doing that hard shit forever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it for a period of time, but you can go into more technical roles, right? You can go into more supervisor positions, right? You can go into a sales position, right? You can go into operations, development, shit like that. Understand like it's room to grow. You know what I'm saying? Or you can stay in the field and do that. You have some guys, man, they just love the fucking field. And that's cool. The money's gonna always be there for you. Especially if you're a good hand, right? You go to work, ain't no bullshit. You doing this shit to provide for your family. You got that mindset, bro, you'll make it. And so just things to expect, right? Expect to work a lot of hours, right? Especially if you're working a hitch. Um, if you're working like 14 on, 14 off, 20 on, 10 off, understand that since it's a 24 hour operations, that you're going to be working 12 hours a day at least. That's just the working period, right? We're not talking about drive time as well. On the drilling rig is different because you normally just stay on location. But on the working rig, you also get your drive time. So if it takes you an hour to get to the rig, you get an hour drive time there, and then you get an hour drive time back. So that gives you 14 hours. So it just depends on uh, just what you're doing in the field, right? Uh, and then also understand that you'll be away from your family if you married, you know what I'm saying, you got a family or some shit like that. Understand that you need to be as transparent as possible. Make sure you and your wife, you're on the same page, right? Make sure that from jump, hey, listen, I'm going out here. My head's gonna be 20 days. I'm gonna be gone, you know. But just give me, don't stress me out. Let me stay in that right mind frame because I got a lot of shit going on out here in the field. I don't need to be worried about what's going on at home. You see what I'm saying? Plus, it's gonna be different. I'm not gonna be home eating dinner and shit like that with y'all for weeks on end. But I'm doing this to, you know, pay some shit off, get this house paid for, get these credit cards paid off. You gotta have a goal for it, and that part can be tough. That's why I see, like, for a lot of guys, it helps when you have your family here. Like, I see a lot of guys, they realize that North Dakota's gonna be where they gonna that's gonna be their spot for a while. So what they do is they bring their family, and honestly, it's probably the best thing to do because at the end of the day, you might not get um, a lot of time with your family after work, but you still, when you're on days at least, you still able to eat dinner with your family, or at least see them before they go to bed, and that makes a difference compared to y'all being fucking 20 hours apart. And then what's nice about it, once you go on your days off, you have 10 days, 7 days, however many days off to just focus on them completely. Like, that's the one thing I love about the field, man. Just being able to have those days off consecutively. Like, it's once you do a rotational type shift and you getting 7 days off, 10 days off, 14 days off at a time, it's hard to go back to a Monday through Friday type job, bro. It's hard because what happens is it's almost like you on a mini fucking vacation every fucking month. So that's one thing you guys would like. Also, per diem. Per diem is amazing. So the thing about per diem is you get that shit. If you step on that location, bro, you get your per diem. And so most of your rig jobs, that's where you're gonna get it at. It's normally around $100, more, sometimes less, but let's just put like $100 as the base point of what you be getting for per diem. That's tax-free fucking money for you just showing up. Just showing up to that motherfucker. So you do the math. 20 times $100, bro. $2,000 just for showing up to fucking work. Come on, man. So it's a lot of pros and cons, bro. It's dirty work, a lot of hours, and all that other shit. But I want you to make that decision for yourself. I'm just giving you the information because I know what it did for me. A lot of people will tell you, man, fuck that, I won't work in the oil field. Man, don't listen to them. Like, if you want to do it, like you feel something in your soul telling you to do this shit, bro, go do it. But yeah, you have so many people like on different sides, man, who say it's bad. Some people that say, hey man, I changed my life doing it. So make a good decision, man, and let's get to this money.